There's a lot of enemies. Let's add some more. Hey, I was being sarcastic. What is that? Petrify. That's a fun mechanic. Hey guys, what is going on? It's me, BakuriBox12 here, and welcome back to another Realm of the Mad God video. Looks like my work isn't done here yet, because shortly after I just posted the video covering the 2021 RotMG teaser with all of its glory, the testing server just opened up for us to try the Shatters. Oh, let's hop in. All the way up until the first boss. And that answers my question about there being new music. Okay. Hey, that's fine. You know? Birds. Look at that. Do you think they're leading me? I can't go there. Because the original Shatters was all about finding the switch and kind of going a certain way, so I wonder if those birds are gonna, like, lead me to where I have to go. And of course I'm bringing in the Dama set because, yeah. Testing server, heck yeah. Ooh. Oh, this is very cool. So it looks like these things... here we go. They can be activated from a distance, whereas in the first Shatters you couldn't actually hurt them from far away. Kill it. Thank goodness for this spell, right? I'm just going for it. Oh! That must be a switch. Okay. So you have to go around the island, kill everything. I like it! I'm gonna have to turn the music down, though, because Sorcerer's Tower, you're a classic, but I mean... I've heard you for 10 years. And you can't see where they are, so there's gonna be a route. We got different enemies, though. Everything's not just red and blue. This is fantastic. Is this supposed to happen? Did she do anything? Alright, so we got like a blacksmith throwing anvils. How much damage do you do? I'm really scared to find out. Let's get hit by 108. Okay, so probably like a 140 or something. Not bad for the first area. This is confusing me. Is it gonna, like, blow up if I touch it? We got stones. This is good, actually, because of the stone skins. They looked like they belonged right out of the Shatters. And because of all the stone statues, the switches and whatnot. So it makes sense to have stone-based minions like this. Yo! I might die! I can't tell if it's just my positioning or if they actually flock to the trees. They speed themselves up. Pretty cool. I can't even remember the names of the old Shatters enemies now. I'm trying to say, like, I think the Stone Mage. This is reminding me of the Stone Mage, that shot pattern it had. Dude, stop running! Wait, where are you? Fine. I'm running away. But it's gonna follow, right? That's your game? So these seem to be typical archer enemies, nothing too crazy. No ice sphere yet, either. Okay, alright. This thing, that enemy's worth exploring. We have to, that one's gonna be tough. I think that one's gonna claim a lot of lives. That's a cool attack. Little sickles coming out. Slow burst, but it probably does a lot, yeah. So everything's doing around the 140 mark. Raw damage. It's good. It's not too insane. It's doable, but worth being afraid of. And we got our first Herbal Tincture. Small dose of a bitter-tasting remedy from the Shattered Kingdom. In a strange sense, it feels older than the kingdom itself. Party heal, 100 HP within 3.5 squares, and party fill, 50 MP. Interesting. Oh, I guess fill is what they're calling mana restoration. Cool, so it's just really good. There's no drawbacks to it, that's nice. So they don't attack unless provoked now. Okay. And their health bars seem to be always activated. Do I get any extra vision? A teeny bit. I get like 1 extra tile's worth here of vision. Assuming it hasn't already been explored. No, don't go into the trees, come on. Oh, we found our first, these guys' names I can't remember. I made the Shatters guide 4 years ago, holy moly. HP scaling's fine, nothing has too much HP. Well, I mean, I have a really powerful weapon, so I guess going in with just a Cosmic might prove a good deal slower. These guys are kind of annoying, though. They're dangerous, and I'm okay with that, but the running away into the trees is just... If they can be slowed, God bless. That's all I need to hear. Oh, what does my cat want? Whoa! Hey, nice. They kept the same jump scare charge from the Stone Knight. I like it. That's cool. He only summoned one. An explosion attack. That's nice. We haven't really seen that before. There are a couple of bosses that do it, where they fling stuff out. Now this is the kind of stuff I live for. Look at this. What the heck is happening? The chopping block. Statues. Oh, the wizard's eyes are looking a little... little bootleg. That's okay. What is this? Will I have to come back here? I don't know. But it looks cool, and... What the heck is going on here? Is that feral? I doubt it. But it makes me feel like it is. It's another... I don't think I have to kill the Titanums, or the statues, whatever they're going to be called. Oh, these are the stone mages. They behave exactly like you'd expect them to. Yep, that's... I think they may have lowered their damage. Which is good, because, I mean, do you see how many shots there were? This is cool. It's in a weapon room. Staves, swords, helmets. Now these aren't interesting. I wonder if this is alluding to something else. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. It's very cool armor. I like it. A horse? Is that a crab? A Shatters crab? Or something. Little demon? You can't go there. I do wonder if there's something on the other side. No, no, please. If there's like something way off on the edge, and say with a trickster teleporting, you could reach it? There's a secret switch in for every boss? That'd be neat. Well, only one way to find out, and there's enemies back here. So they said that there's no more respawning from the towers, and therefore also no overspawning, because they realized, yeah, that's annoying. And I appreciate that. It's gonna take a while. I can see why bringing a group is now very preferred. It's not because, oh, I need people to help me, just for time's sake. I'm taking it slow because it's the first time, but you can just kind of tell. And you have to get close to these to activate them. If you walk away, they turn like that again. Oh, that's probably so you can't just spell bomb it from far away. That's smart. You have to actually get in there, clear into it. Oh, he's actually doing stuff now. Is that like a wind magician? That's a super bullet hell pattern for a regular enemy. He's just standing still. Some enemies are doing that. As I was saying, there's a huge court. It's quite a different adventure than the original Shatters, that's for sure. Well, I think out of all the endgame dungeons, which really pre-Deca there weren't many, there was Shatters and Tomb. Actually, yeah, that was it. Well, even now we don't have that many. We have 03 Lost Halls, and then Shatters, Nest, stuff like that. There can only be 8 exaltations, so there's realistically not that many, but the hardest dungeons in the game back in Kabam and beforehand was Shatters, Tomb, Trench. That was really it. They added Draconis later, but it didn't really get harder until they updated it. But I'll consider the second iteration, the previous iteration that we had for so long, as sort of being endgame. It wasn't that hard, but, you know, it wasn't a pirate cave, so. But yeah, out of those old dungeons, the old hard ones, I think Shatters was the logical next step. Like, yeah, I do want to see a Tomb rework, of course, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to rework everything, at least a little bit, you know, by upscaling the graphics and whatnot. But I think Shatters was the one that, reputation-wise, just needed this boost, because when you compare it to Lost Halls in 03, and even the Court of Oryx dungeons, it's just... it's actually really simple. Even though the structure is very specific, like with the switches and the clearing and the dragging, secret switch, all that stuff. It's really just the bosses that needed fixing. And I mean, the dungeon itself is gonna... you know, it's sort of primitive by this comparison, but it was really the bosses that were kind of the problem, because there are all these safe spots. It's all about finding the safe spot instead of fighting it, regardless, which we've pretty much established is not going to happen in any current fights. Because I can't think of any bosses off the top of my head that have, like, a spot, like, oh, stand behind here, and you'll avoid every single shot. Because then that's kind of defeats the point of even having a phase. And the current dungeon designers recognize that, so I have no problems with that. It's funny, too, because after I did the Shatters guide, that really was my favorite dungeon. It was just cool. Not necessarily the most fun to do. I hardly really did them recreationally, so to speak. Mainly because the loot was so inconsistent. But I liked the concept of this really long, tattered kingdom. And all the wreckage, fighting all the enemies, the danger factor, ice spheres coming out of nowhere. The fact that you had to take note of what spawn you had, and then drag the enemies accordingly. And depending on what spawns you have, the way you drag them is different, and which one you drag first, and all that. Using a certain class to curve around the walls and hit the switch, or a spell bomb or something. Oh, can't get across here. So I liked the structure of the old Shatters, especially back then. And I think it's a fully functioning dungeon, but yeah, it's really just the bosses that, compared to what we have now, they need an update. And some more enemy variety never hurt anyone. And what we have here so far is really nice. So these mages have different attributes. It looks like a... that's the same pattern as the blue one, but I'm guessing it's like wind and lightning. What is that? It's like a gargoyle? It's cool or whatever it is. It's also fast as me. As fast as me, if not faster. That was cool. Let's find another one. I'm petrified. Oh, that's a status effect I didn't miss. Well, that came out of nowhere. It was like this really lukewarm adventure, and then... well, let's do that again. Hey, gargoyle right off the bat. Yeah, this is... I can't tell if it's matching my speed, or if it's actually just that fast. I gotta find that giant stone knight thing. That was cool. That's the thing we saw in the trailer. Okay, this looks like it's in about the same spot as the previous map. I should look at that. I'll compare maps across runs and see if it's the same one every time. Because if that's the case, then you can absolutely build a route. I think in addition to HP scaling, probably enemy quantity scaling should be a thing too. There's more people, you encounter more enemies. But if there's less people, you get less. HP scaling kind of gets that same job done. Because less HP means you can kill them faster, so if you put less enemies, you're killing all the enemies faster too. So it's kind of the same result in the end. But it might be a nice supplement to that concept. There it is. Oh, is that a second one? Let me see. Oh! Oh, no, that's the same one. What is this SCP nonsense? Is this a Calamity Crab? Oh, I think they were talking about that. He's invulnerable, isn't he? His shield wasn't going down. You must have to either outrun him the whole time, or destroy a certain number of switches. Oh. Alright, let's pick up where we left off. Let's see if I can actually get to the boss this time. Maybe I'll just hop on a trickster and try and do it like that. Oh my gosh, look how many things there are. There's not even one in here. Oof. One in here? Nope. Ah, here's one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clear this one out. Doesn't seem like anything's really following me, so... I guess you can rush. So long as you don't get caught by anything that paralyzes you, like that giant statue. This is a place I've already been, I see. Yeah, don't run into that. Oh. Okay. Alright. You've been in worse situations. Well, this is infinitely more exciting than clearing one by one, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it's looking like rushing is going to be very popular with this. This is the one I ran across. All the enemies. Good. Alright, now we go up instead. Aha! It's a jester! Well, hey, this is a fascinating discovery. Shoot. He's just chucking stuff at me. Oh, I can't go that way. Let's drink. Have a drink. There we go. Kill the jester. Alright, this is the most progress we've had. There's a lot of enemies. Let's add some more. Hey, I was being sarcastic. What is that? Petrify. That's a fun mechanic. It's an instant nexus. If you get petrified, it's immediate. I thought something else might have petrified me, like a different enemy combining. No, the guy that can instant kill you also petrifies you. And there's no teleporting in the dungeon. That's the closest thing to a nexusing status effect. Aside from the disconnecting in the machine. It forces you to do that pretty much. You have no choice. We found like a weird guy. It was like a town crier. Or whatever thing. He had a little sound cue. That was neat. I have to see it again. Okay. Yeah! Oh, that's... Hey, that didn't even kill me. I'm actually quite shocked. You always find new ways to die and survive in this game. Oh, I gotta get out of there. Hey, it's our first ice minion. Oh, sweet, we don't have to corner them and run away anymore. It's a much better enemy now. Oh, bunch of mages. Fire mage about the same as before, but with a nice new sleek design. It's good. Oh, looks like they got one. That's nice. Wow, that's a cool attack. And he still does his straight shot that we know and love. Can I? I can walk on him. Cool. Awesome. Finally. I can see what the first of 3 bosses has to say about his new upgrade. Looks like the bridge is disappearing. Okay, the Forgotten Sentinel. Let's focus. Who goes there? Turn back at once. Beyond this bridge is nothing but shadows. Abandon your... Okay, I can't read. Whoa, he's jumping! I love. Oh no. No, please. No, I just got here. Oh no. No! He was jumping for joy. Ah, he was the greatest rat in the world. Okay, yeah. I'll have to come back later. See ya.